I'm Jen. I'm the owner of My Brooklyn Pilates, and I'm going to continue with the Diastasis Recti series with this video. You're going to need a mat or a towel or a blanket to lie on, or carpet or rug works too, and a hand towel, dish towel. And you're going to take the towel and roll it up, long coil. We're going to use this to support our lower backs. It's called a supported neutral. You're going to take that, you're going to come to lying on your back. Take the towel about at your waist. When you're lying on your back and there's a little bit of curve under your back, that's where you want the towel to go. So get that set up. Place your hands in a triangle shape on your belly. Feet are slightly separated. Toes are pointed forward. And you're going to first find your neutral pelvis. We're going to take that triangle and rock it forward and backwards. So as the tailbone gets heavy, the waist floats away from your little towel. And as you press your waist down into the towel, that's going to tip your triangle so the fingertips point up. So you're just rocking forward and backwards a few times. And you're going to find the spot that's right in the middle where your triangle is parallel to the ceiling. And that's where we're going to stay. You're going to keep the triangle parallel. Head to tail is going to hold still. We're just going to be using the legs today for some gentle, simple core work. So take a breath in. You're going to keep the belly relatively still, filling the rib cage with air. And as you breathe out through your mouth, pick the right foot up into what's called tabletop in Pilates. And the knees bent at 90 degrees, the hips bent. And if that position doesn't feel good, you can always do relaxed tabletop where the knee is completely relaxed. Either is fine. And then place the foot back down and then switch the other side. So as you exhale, pick the left foot up, breathe in and place it back down. So we're just marching. And if timing the breath with the marching is a bit too confusing, at first, totally fine. Just make sure you're breathing. Keep breathing. I personally like to breathe out as I pick the foot up because I find that it's helpful. But you could do the opposite breathing pattern and it would also work. A couple more times and check that your shoulders are relaxed. Your triangle's parallel to the ceiling. One more set of marching. And then you're going to finish with the right leg in tabletop or relaxed tabletop. Either is fine. Take a breath in. As you breathe out and draw your navel to your spine, lower and tap the heel onto your mat, and then pick the leg back up. Oh, look who's joined us. Cece the cat. If you haven't done the other videos, you should go and do them and meet Cece. She likes Pilates. Again, with this one too, you could keep the knee bent at 90 degrees or go into relaxed tabletop. Go with what feels the best for your back or your hips or your knees, and what can keep your belly kind of drawing in towards your spine and flat, rather than pooching up towards the ceiling. So that's you're going to choose which leg position you do. A couple more times. And then lower your foot and switch sides. Bring the left leg into tabletop or relaxed tabletop. Take a breath in to prepare. Start your exhale, lower the heel and pick the leg back up. Again, what matters most is that you're breathing. The actual, pattern doesn't matter as much. I personally like to exhale on this one on the lowering because I find it to be helpful. 2 more times. And then lower your foot all the way down. And now next exercise is a little bit harder. Bring your right leg into tabletop or relaxed tabletop. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Bring your left leg to join your right leg in tabletop or relaxed tabletop. Take another breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, lower one heel towards the mat and pick it back up and switch. And notice I say towards the mat. You do not have to touch. You're paying attention to how your back feels, how your belly feels. Are you in neutral? How do your hips feel? And that determines how close to the floor you get. It also determines if you're going to be in tabletop or relaxed tabletop. After having my son, I couldn't even do this one yet. I had one foot on the floor always. So if you can't do this one, it's totally fine. Keep one for the floor and just do the heel taps, the single foot heel taps. rather than both legs in the air. You can work up to this one. And then I worked up to relaxed tabletop legs and finally to full regular tabletop legs. And you're watching that your shoulders aren't popping off the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Watch for tension in your lower back or across your bra strap. And adjust the legs accordingly. One more set. Last one, you're going to bring your ankles and inner thighs all the way together. Again, tabletop or relaxed tabletop. Lower both heels. So this is the hardest one. Draw your navel in towards your spine. The heels do not have to touch the floor. I'm not going to let mine touch. And then come right back up. Because I feel it across my bra strap if I go all the way to the floor. So I'm not going that far. And make sure you're breathing. And draw your navel in towards your spine. Two more. And if you're getting shaky like me, good job. Last one. And lower your feet back down. And relax. And you're all done.